And it goes a little something like this.
The main benefits of working with Warren, obviously, I don't know if you know the background of me coming to Warren. I was suffering from Achilles problems. I was getting rejected quite regularly, and a friend of mine told me to come and see Warren because he could help out. And at that point, I was at a point where anything would help. To be honest with you, your mind just be going all over the place. So coming down to Warren. And then obviously getting checked over and analysing me and having a look at me and putting a structured plan together for me. And since then, having looked back, I just felt more functional, being able to last longer, to feel stronger, feel in general healthier. With my background of football, basically, you generally do football-related stuff, basic game-related stuff. To be honest with you, so you'll try and set up functional sessions around games, not around the individual. Whereas Warren would generally look at my game and generally structure something around what he sees that I do quite regularly, a pattern. And a lot of the things heading, bounding, I'm taking a lot of stress through jumping, and that's part of my game. So he actually worked on that and come up with a structure that was good for me personally. The functional exercise helped me a lot because obviously I had a massive postural problem where I was, and that was leading to my Achilles problems, where I was actually quite far leant forward even when I was standing still. So Warren helped to correct that, and it had gone quite far with me because I was waking up in the mornings and could hardly walk, but now I feel more or less nothing, which is brilliant for me, especially in the mornings.
Yeah.
But the functional work as in helping postural, obviously everyone knows about posture, it helps the body, it helps healing, it helps everything. So the more functional you are and the better posture you have, it's going to benefit you in the long run. Obviously with myself, playing a game that's so rough and tumble, you have to check that out quite regularly. The progress has been brilliant, it's been massive from since when I started to now. Obviously functionally on some of the stuff when I first started I could hardly do it. Now it's just like jumping on it and then let's go. So it shows that you're actually progressing and your body's adapting to the exercises that Warren wants me to do. Even just down to the Swiss board, the Swiss balls, the wobble boards, stuff like that. I've done them before, but not the way that Warren wanted me to do them. And now I jump on them and like it's just let's go. Well, before you jump on it and you'd probably be on your back. So you do see a massive change, and you adapt very quickly now. Well, I adapt very quickly now to exercises because obviously it's a progress, isn't it? You strengthen one area and it gets used to doing that exercise. So Warren's always coming up with different exercises that makes me progress and get even better. In football, you're always reacting. They always say be proactive, but you're always reacting to a ball might drop somewhere and spin off. You might, and these sort of stuff, especially with the wobble balls and stuff. That for my ankles, I've had a few problems with my ankles, but with the work that Warren has been doing for my ankles, I see the difference on the football pitches. At times, you can go over on your ankle, but your ankle will stabilise itself and stop you from going over. And I've noticed that a couple of times with myself. Whereas in the past it would probably just go over very easily and I'd be out for a week or two. Now I'm adjusting and it's reacting to maybe feeling like it's going to go over to actually get to correcting itself. With my Achilles, to be honest with you, my Achilles I've been carrying for a long time. It didn't get serious until probably about 9 months, maybe even a bit longer than just 9 months before I saw Warren. And now I was getting injected. It was basically trying to get me out to play, which I've been doing for years. So I was happy with that. I just want to play a game of football. But obviously coming down to see Warren was a kind of a last resort kind of thing. But it was probably the best thing for me. I probably should have done it beforehand. Come and see him, and then working with him for probably about a month, and then you see a real difference. No pain, no more, next to nothing anyway. And being able to train and last games. In the games I was probably lasting 60 minutes before I had to come off and ice and put my Achilles in ice to try and settle it down. And I was lasting games, I was lasting full training sessions, I was lasting before I saw Warren I could only train probably twice a week. And then with Warren, after Warren I was able to train whenever I wanted, twice a day if I wanted to. So I saw massive benefits of it. Having worked with Warren, obviously he goes through the whole spectrum of stuff. It's not just the training, not just that sort of stuff. It's the nutritional part of it as well. So I sat down with him and spoke about that aspect of it. It's fascinating because you hear so many different stories, especially within football. Don't eat this, eat that. When Italians were doing really well, eat loads of pasta. With Warren now, he obviously tells you a different aspect of it, and I took to it very well because obviously I knew my own body, I knew what I can't eat, even though it tastes nice. The metabolic typing, he did that with me and basically showed me what's probably good for me and what's and the nutritional value of organic food.
Chewing food slowly and stuff.
Chewing food slowly, but I'm not really good at that. But just taking a lot of water on as well throughout the day, to make sure your body's obviously hydrated, energized, everything, So my parents are from the Caribbean, so they don't realise that they are probably eating organic food already, and they see the value of it themselves. So we come in here, and making sure that we keep that going is the main thing. I really recommend training with Warren. From where I've come from and for how long I've been playing, and then to have this little burst of energy right at the end as well, which is brilliant for me. So for the likes of younger athletes, players, sports people, to benefit from what Warren's doing is going to be massive for them.
It's fallen over, he trotted it towards Heskey, and now Heskey has scored as well. The two marquee men on the mark, and Newcastle back in front.
Take on Josh Rose, running at him and going straight past him as well. Virgili into the area, that's lovely play, Virgili still, Heskey!
And that's two. Hats off to the youngster James Virgili, who laid it on a platter for Emile Heskey, second of the season, second in 2 games.
Berlanti, first time delivery, took a deflection, and Heskey! It's 3 in 3 for Emile Heskey! A poacher's effort! Heskey again the target here. Chance for Heskey! A quick-fire double from Emile Heskey.
Goodwin now. Little chip inside towards the front post. Heskey! What a finish!
There's the little ball from Goodwin. That shouldn't be a problem. You see LaRocca there? He should be in front of Heskey. Blocking that ball should be a regulation clearance.